Arrowverse Quick Takes number 9. Hey everyone, Adam from Passable Media. We're slightly thinner on the ground this week with Legends of Tomorrow and the Flashback the week after next, and the crown jewel of the Arrowverse, Superman and Lois, back a grueling 2 weeks after that. So with that said, Batwoman Season 2, Episode 11, Arrive Alive. Enigma noping the heck out of there by temporarily incapacitating Ocean and Alice with the flood of old memories was great, and it's cool that they finally settled on giving Alice her memories back and maybe, probably not, giving her a pathway to some kind of redemption. But there's absolutely a Batcave invasion coming soon. That is if Angelique doesn't lead Black Mask right to Ocean's door first. Slightly concerned to discover that Black Mask just got Jacob hooked onto a drug that is no longer safe. I mean, as tentatively safe as it was before, you know what I mean. It's worse than just getting him hooked on snakebite if it wasn't also potentially lethal at the moment. There, clarification. Ryan, meanwhile, is super big time busted, left some really obvious DNA at a crime scene, and Agent Rambo is definitely going to come for her head. Truth be told, as much as I moan about Ryan, this is a good way to use the fact that she's been in the system. Her blood work's on file, so this is a new and different route they can go with her character that couldn't have been done with Kate or even Bruce. Sophie finding out at the same time is a good shout as well, so we can have the whole emotional baggage bit out of the way before moving the story along some more. I kinda hope not, sloppy seconds and all, but is there a Ryan-Sophie thing in our future? Black Lightning, Season 4, Episode 8, The Book of Ruin, Chapter 3. Finally, we're back to some proper Black Lightning intrigue. It's been far too long. JJ's tests have come back and she doesn't seem to be stable, chemically speaking. Between that and her calling Jefferson daddy, I've been thinking, does this mean she could be one of the two Jennifer doppelgangers from Just Before Crisis rather than Jennifer herself? It might mean that Laura Karuki's only a stand-in before the real Jennifer returns, although if I'm being honest, I'm really liking her in the role, so I kinda hope not. I was jabbing Jade and pointing at the TV when TC's powers started going haywire. It's Gamby, it's Gamby! It's a nice little twist, and it'll be interesting to see how long the Nullifier's power stays in his system for, but it's worth noting it's not just bad for the Pierce family, it could also be used against Tobias's forces. I was, however, thoroughly disappointed at how badly Anissa was getting stomped by Ishmael while Grace was down. I know they need to build him up a bit, but she should have been able to thrash him no problem at this point. Finally, I am looking forward to seeing TC go to war with Tobias's AI to stop this whole Jefferson fraud thing from progressing much further. Supergirl Season 6, Episode 4, Lost Souls. Updated opening blurb. Haven't seen one of these in the Arrowverse for a while. I'd like to avoid the word epic where Supergirl is concerned, but it was pretty damn good. The quippiness in this episode was a little tiresome, but who doesn't love a good Ghostbusters homage? The Prime Phantom to COVID comparison was a massive stretch and pretty gross, honestly. Maybe we can just stay away from the word pandemic a bit. Meanwhile, Kara's story was actually interesting, and while everyone with a functioning brain knew that Nixley was going to betray Kara the first chance she got, it was still well done. I cannot stress enough how I am at the same time thrilled that Lena is now a proper part of the team, and irritated beyond belief that this is the first episode that she's in, and she had a wholly unnecessary argument with Alex. Maybe it was Alex's holier-than-thou attitude that rubbed me the wrong way, followed up by Dreamer telling her minutes later, no matter what happens, don't stop, and of course Alex almost immediately stops. And honestly, Nixley deserved to get trapped in the Phantom Zone for holding the idiot ball for long enough for Kara to smash that damn mirror. Remember, she has no powers. The casualness with which Nia said, "We have to go back in time," made me laugh, because this is not something this team does, like, ever. Kara's done it once. I don't want to say it too loud in case I invoke some ancient deity by mistake, but I actually liked all of the episodes to some extent this week. What is this? Black Lightning, fair enough, there's like a 50-50 chance of a good episode, but Batwoman and Supergirl being decent in the same week? Unheard of.